What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Boring Money here, back at you with another one of our Boring Money episodes. Now, what I want to do today is actually answer a question that I got, which was, what's working for you right now on the blockchain? Like, what are you doing? How's it working for you? And ultimately, like, how can I potentially do the same thing? Now, what I want to do is clearly communicate that this is not financial advice by any means whatsoever. All I'm doing is sharing what's worked for me, some of the investment principles that I've learned over the years, and this is for pure entertainment purposes. If you're seeking financial advice, if you have issues with your own portfolio, seek a financial advisor, somebody who's licensed and who's qualified to be able to meet you at your unique needs. This is just for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. All right, so for me, what's working on the blockchain right now is a few things. All right, so I love BNB. Right, BNB is one of my favorite layer one blockchains, mainly because it's just it's a fantastic utility token. Right, and it was created by a very well ran central exchange, which is Binance. So what's working for me on BNB right now is the fact that I'm able to take principal in the form of stable coins, deploy it into high interest earning accounts. Right, so I'll typically take my stable assets, cash, deploy it to different ecosystems on the BNB blockchain where I can earn interest on that cash. Right, and right now I'm earning anywhere from like 8 to 9% on the cash, right? So I can deploy that cash, earn 8 to 9% on that, and then I can take leverage in stablecoin for anywhere from like 3 to 5%, right? So even if it's as high as 5%, I'm still getting a 3% spread, a 3 to 4% spread on that leverage. And then what I'm doing is when I take that leverage, I start actually taking that cash and deploying it on the blockchain in stable pairs, right? So right now, with stable pairs, I'm actually able to earn, right now I'm able to earn 50% interest on a stable pair, 57% interest on a stable pair, 37% interest on a stable pair. So right now, like I have several different tools and different assets that I'm accumulating and deploying that capital to, or I'm able to earn some high interest and produce cash flow with that. So the cool thing is I'm not taking full exposure to the market in any scenario. My initial principal is protected in this account here. I take out leverage in cash, right? So I put my principal in cash. I take out leverage in cash. Why is that really, really important? Because if I take my leverage in cash, I don't have to worry about that being volatile, right? I don't have to worry about the price of a dollar going from $1 to $2 to $3 to $5. It's going to stay a dollar, right? So I don't have to worry about being liquidated, right? So now I can take that cash, right? That leverage cash, again, I'm using somebody else's money, all right, providing my cash as collateral, but I'm using somebody else's money in cash and deploying down the blockchain. And now I can take, let me just give you guys some like real numbers here. All right, so let's say I take $100,000 right now. Let's say I take $200,000. I'm actually just doing this math for you right now, real time, based on what I'm currently have deployed. All right, so let's say that $200,000 I'm earning right now. I'm earning 8%. Right, so that's producing $16,000 in profits annually. So I take leverage up to 50% of that. So that means I take that $100,000, and then what I do is with that $100,000, I deploy it where I'm able to earn 57% interest. Now that $100,000 is producing $74,000 in cash annually, right? So what I just did, I took $200,000, locked it up. I'm earning $16,000 annually on that $200,000. Took leverage out on that, right? to deploy that, and I'm earning $75,000 in cash with that right now, right? So now if we subtract the interest that I'm paying on that $100,000, that $100,000 that I took leverage on, it's costing me $5,000 a year. So I'm renting this $100,000 for $5,000. And then I take that $100,000 and I'm able to use it to produce $74,000 in income annually. So when people say debt is bad, it's because they don't understand how to leverage debt. All right. So you can take debt and you can deploy it in a way that's wise. You use that debt to acquire cash flowing assets. You use that debt to acquire income. So now that $5,000 that I'm paying per year to rent the $100,000, that $100,000 being strategically deployed is on pace to produce $74,000. So you see how, like, when people are like, debt is bad, I don't want to pay high interest. When I look at debt, I'm like, all right, what can I do with this potential debt? What kind of income can I create with it? And can I justify paying $5,000 in interest annually if I'm able to take this $100,000, put it somewhere where it's going to produce $74,000 in cash? Now I'm paid $5,000 to rent this $100,000, and this $100,000 is producing $74,000 annually. It doesn't make any sense to be worried about the leverage. So that's what's working for me right now on the blockchain, is finding these arbitrage opportunity where I can take money, put it in a high interest account, take leverage against it for whatever the interest rate is, and then deploy that capital in a way where it actually produces cash flow that justifies the leverage that I took. All right, so that's what's been working. If you want to learn how to do that, I teach everything, and I just pretty much just broke down where those opportunities are. We have a list of them that I currently use, and we show you how to set it up. So we teach all of that inside of our Boring Money system. Join our Boring Money community where you can learn more about those things. I give a course away for free, just teaching you basics of the blockchain, how to navigate it, how to set up your accounts, how to create an asset security system so that nobody can hack you, and all that good stuff. But these opportunities are there on the blockchain, right? In decentralized finance, where most people are stuck thinking in a way that they've been programmed to thinking debt is bad. All these different things, looking at the traditional world, and they're completely oblivious to the incredible amount of opportunities that exist on the blockchain. If they're just willing to go out of their comfort zone and learn a little bit about it. All right, so that's what's working for me right now. Hopefully, we'll put a link somewhere in the show notes where you can join the Boring Money community and start learning more about these opportunities on the blockchain. And hopefully we get to see you inside of the community where you can ask questions and get more real-time, real-world updates on what's happening in the market. I post there regularly. Anything that happens, like, that community is the first to know, whereas like these episodes are pre-recorded and then dripped out so that you can consume it at your convenience. All right, I'll catch you next one. Deuces. If you found this video helpful, chances are you're gonna find a ton of value in our Boring Money community, where I'm in there live, actively sharing articles, market updates, and just educating you on what's going on in the market real time. So if you don't want to wait for another one of these episodes or another video training to come out, and you want to have live updates on what's happening in the market, go ahead and join the Boring Money community, where you can have access to us and be able to ask any questions that you want, and potentially even get featured in an episode. Till next time, hope to see you on the inside.